What's up, everybody? Some guy who cooks here, and recently I made some White Castle / Krystal style burgers, but I didn't have my Blackstone when I did it, so I wanted to make them again for you. I had some of these patties already prepped, and as you can see, they're just the perfect little squares. They got the 5 little holes in them, nice little flat patties. I've got the griddle here full of chopped onions. Now, what I've done with these onions, I have, doused them in a bit of mustard and some salt and pepper and stuff. Hey, Dad, how's it going?
You didn't introduce me right. I'm some guy who eats.
Some guy who eats here. So he's gonna help me out with these patties. We got a bunch of them here, and I definitely need the help. So,
I'll do my part.
Before these onions cook too much, I'm gonna sit these patties right on top because that's the way this goes. We want the steam from the onions to cook the burger patties. So we're gonna just go ahead and lay them all in a row here. We got a nice, it'll be 3 rows of 4. And as you can see, they're shaping up perfect here. Boom. So there we go. We got our onions down. We got the patties right on top. Next step is the buns. And I'm going to crank the temperature up to about 300 degrees, maybe 325. That way they can get some cook on them and it doesn't take all night to make them, but we also don't burn the onions like I did last time, okay? Last time I had that thing cranked up to about 475. It was too much. Granted, I kind of like the burnt onion flavor, but we don't really want that to happen here. We just want to steam them like it classically is. So we're going here. I'm going to grab those buns, and then we'll check in another second here. So for our buns, guys, I got King's Hawaiian Savory Butter Rolls. These things are, well, they're like the sweet rolls, but they're a buttery version. I'm excited. I haven't tried these yet, but something tells me they're going to be perfect. We've got our burgers steaming right now. The bottom bun is right on top of the patty while these onions cook. They should be ready pretty soon, but in the meantime, what I'm doing, I've got my other buns, my top buns here, which also got a little bit of that onion steam, but I'm stacking on a nice slice of white American cheese so that as soon as I pull these off and set them on that bun, it's going to melt the cheese onto these little delicious patties. Should be amazing. Alright guys, and I'm pretty sure they're about done now that I got all this cheese set. I'll go ahead and lift the lid. Ooh, I love that steam. And take a look. Oh yeah, that patty looks good and done to me. Cook it how you like it. Obviously you want it to be, you don't want it to be rare, but as long as it's cooked through, you're good to go. Yeah, nice and brown patty there. Now it looks like we might have some crispiness on these onions, but let's go ahead and take a look. Let's get this first one pulled away from the others. Ooh, yeah. Get that and go ahead and flip it right on over. Boom. So I kind of mangled that a little bit. Those onions, though, they're perfect. They look great. They're not overcooked. They're not brown. They're not burnt, but they look great. So we'll go ahead and let's get those right back on there. And we'll go ahead and put our first bun right on top. And there we go. We have our first White Castle burger here. It's, I'm excited, guys. Okay, guys, as you can see, they are all donezo. That's a big old plate of sliders. I don't know what that little piece of fluff is, but we're gonna get rid of it.
That's my plate. Where's yours?
It's I forgot to make my plate, guys. But anyway, so we obviously need to taste these in order to tell you how good they are. We've got the steamed buns on here, we got cheese, we got the onions, and you've requested a dot of ketchup. So we're gonna give you a dot of ketchup on one of yours. I'm gonna say, what, do you want to pick one? All right, how about this one right here? And we're gonna give you a little dot of ketchup. Mine I'm gonna go without because I don't think it needs it. But there we go, dot of ketchup. Let's see. Give us the verdict. Now you've had Krystal and White Castle style burgers before. From the real places.
Yeah.
So let's see how this holds up.
In fact, I was telling earlier, we used to buy Krystal burgers when we were in college here for 10 cents. 10 cents a burger.
10 cents a burger. I would say I missed those days, but I never knew those days.
These are a lot better.
Those are a lot better? I might need to cheers you with one.
For one thing.
Prost.
Krystal burgers were so much thinner. These have got some thickness to them.
Yeah, they got a little heft to them for a mini slider, right? And those onions are good and caramelized. They're not burned though.
But I have to say, there was something to be said after drinking beer in the fraternity one night, on the weekend night, running down to Krystal and giving them $1 and walking away with 10 burgers.
Well,
the
you're
back
getting these
snack.
for free.
That's even better.
And you did get a beer. but hey, yeah, these are great. These are great. They're super simple, guys. And you saw how I do my onions. My onions are not just plain seared onions. I put some mustard on them. Well, you didn't see how I did them in this video. If you'd like to see how I did them, you can check my other video. But I will tell you this one, I put mustard in the onions as well as some salt, pepper, and accent because I feel like flavoring the onions is more than enough, and it really does the trick with these. I don't even need the ketchup. I like just the mustard and stuff. And the flavor of the rolls.
Interesting enough, Krystal burgers only used to come with mustard. I don't know if they do anymore.
I think they still do. They only come with mustard, but yeah. Well, thanks for tasting. Some guy who cooks here who was happy to cook them. Some guy who eats here happy to taste them. You know what? I think you probably want to take these with you, don't you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're going to disappear quickly.
I'll join you soon. I'll join you soon. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That was doing some Krystal/White Castle burgers on the Blackstone Griddle, the electric 17-inch E-Series Blackstone Griddle. It's super simple, super delicious, and keep in mind, I did those at a varying between 275 and 325 degrees, and it came out absolutely perfect. They're so good and they're so simple. Give them a shot sometimes. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, share this video with your friends. I'm gonna finish this now.